If you have been overlooking this in your relationship, and paste it on the wall for her to see. Do this with her and watch her getting wet. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. A woman needs to be emotionally connected to you before she can even get wet. That's how women work, okay? It actually start from the inside before you start seeing the results on their body. Okay, now there are things that you can do without touching her to get her wet. That's what we are going to be talking about in today's video. Okay, now the first thing that I want to start with is dirty thoughts. Okay, I always talk about this in my videos, but then it's also powerful. Like, you see those words that you can send to her during the day, those daily talks that, in fact, it should be your partner, right? So you know her better, you understand her better, you guys have shared intimacy, so you understand everything. Send her those dirty words that can turn her on and watch her get wet. In fact, she will be waiting for you and she will never forget you. That's one thing. You see, dirty talk is so powerful. Please, if you have been overlooking this in your relationship, please don't do it. But then you have to also consider the partner that you have. To what degree can she actually accept? These are the things you should consider before going into this. Okay, so you understand what turns her on and all that. So those words, you can test her with those dirty words, okay, and then watch her melt even before you come back. Okay, now the next one I want to talk about is whispering some dirty words into her ears. We are still on these dirty words. Okay, I want you guys to take this serious. Okay, whisper some dirty words into her ears, or whisper those things that you are feeling into her ears. Tell her how hot you are, about her, or how you feel about her. Looking at her that you can't even resist the urge. Try to talk to her, but whisper this. In fact, even when you guys have kids around, things like these are the things that will spice up your marriage and melt her and get her wet during the day, even when every other person is around. Okay, so talk to her ears. They are open for you. Okay, now tell her how you are feeling. So with this, you will get her wet even without touching her. Just that word that you are whispering into her ears will get her wet. That the main thing is, do you even know what to say? Okay, what do you need to say? You need to say things that will spice her up. Okay, things that will turn her on. Things like how you are feeling. Okay, things like what you are seeing in her body, what you desire in her, or what you always enjoy. Things like what you have already had together before. Okay, your experience with her. Okay, the intimacy you had last time and how it went. Okay, what you are feeling about it. These things will keep her going. Like, will keep her, like, will get her wet. These things will get her wet. Immediately you tell her such things, she will start thinking about the last experience, the last encounter, and then she'll get wet. Okay, that's one thing you should keep in mind. Okay, now the next one is sending her gifts. Okay, yes, there are gifts that you send to your partner and she will know that yes, this man is up to something. Okay, things like sending her roses, sending her gifts like undies and all these things. Okay, sexy undies will get her thinking, what is this man up to? And she is going to get wet without you touching her, without you touching her. Okay, now things like this will get her. Now another one is preparing a kind of warm bath for her. You know that she's just coming back, maybe you came back before her, you now go in and prepare a warm bath for her, and then inside the bathroom you write something sexy and keep and paste it on the wall for her to see. Immediately she gets into there, she's coming out with wet body. Okay, she's going to wet herself right there, even without you touching her. Okay, these are some of the things that you should do to get her wet without touching her. Okay, you have already pierced into her without laying your hands on her, like touching her. Another important one is helping her out in doing chores or things that you notice that she's actually struggling with or she is doing, even taking care of the kids and all that. Okay, so give her time to help her out, and when she notices that you're actually helping her out, maybe like in cooking and all that, she will know that goodness, she'll start thinking about something else. Okay, these are the things. Okay, and another thing is, please talk about those incidents that happen between you guys. Okay, those best moments with each other. You see, if you can share these things with her, discussions like this will get her wet without you stressing it. Okay, now another one is playing sexy music that you know that can turn her on, or music that can remind her of some incidents, okay, between you guys. This is another way to turn her on without ever touching her. Next is that the way you look at her. You see that gaze, that sexy look is one of the powerful ways to turn her on and get her wet without touching her. Okay, now look at her very much longer than the way you usually do. Okay, look at her as if you are lost. Okay, look at her boobs, look her body, you know, gaze at her, into her, and then as if you have lost it all. Okay, this way, in fact, there's something about the way you look at your partner that changes a lot of things that would actually get her wet. Okay, give her that look, that sexy romancing look. You don't know that you can romance your partner with your eyes. Yes, you can do that. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. So do this with her and watch her getting wet. In fact, she will be like, she turns and you're still looking at her. She turns and you're still looking at her boobs. She turns and you're still looking at her backyard. You know, you are still gazing at her so seriously, so intently, so sexy, and she will understand and immediately send a signal into her brain that something is going on in this man's head, and that same thing is coming running down to her body. Okay, so this is another way to do this. Okay, now the next one is to wear something sexy, something transparent. You yourself can do that. Okay, you can put on something sexy to tell her that yes, I like, this is how I'm feeling. Okay, and she will start feeling the same way and she will be wet. This is another thing that will get her wet. Okay, what you are wearing will be another way to actually tell her, see what I am into right now, where I am right now. Now the next one is touching yourself in a very sexy way, and through doing this you are telling her everything that's in your mind, and this can actually get her wet if you can do it very well. You know how to do this, right? You know how you are in her presence, and then you start touching your body, you know, doing this and that, you know, the way she'll be looking at you and you don't know where she is already. So these are a few things that you can put in practice to get her wet without touching her. If that's one challenge that you want to give yourself, then you can do it perfectly well and you will get A1 from it. Okay, so these are the things that I wanted to share with you guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Have you subscribed? Let me see your comments in the comment section. Okay, share this video so that others will see this video. Okay, and that is it for today's video. See you guys in my next video.